Hello and welcome to Whizz Kids Online. My name is Sophie and today we're going to be making a bottle rocket. We're also going to be exploring the reaction that happens between vinegar and bicarb soda. So let's get started. To make your rocket, you will need a plastic bottle, some bicarb soda, some strong tape, electrical tape is best, something to decorate your rocket with. I've got sequins, but you can use feathers, paint, whatever you like. Some card, a measuring spoon for 1 teaspoon. You can use a compass if you want, optional, but you will need a pencil, a cork, some string or fishing line, some vinegar, toilet paper. Make sure that you use toilet paper and not paper towel. Paper towel will be too thick and it will slow down the reaction. Some paddle pop sticks, scissors, and a hot glue gun. Okay, so grab your bottle. You won't need the lid, you can recycle that. The top of our bottle is going to be the bottom of our rocket. So we'll turn it over like that. Then we're going to make the launch supports for our rocket, and you'll need 3 paddle pop sticks. So get your strong tape and you're going to stick one onto the bottom. And you want to measure it so that the bottom of your rocket sits just off the ground. And you also want to check that it's straight, because if you don't put it on straight, it'll be wonky. Okay, so we're going to do the same for the other 2. Okay, now I'm just going to test it to see. That's pretty good. I got it okay the first time, but you might need to tweak a little bit. And what I like to do for good luck is put one big bit of tape all around. Okay, so now we've got the supports for our rocket. We want to make it more aerodynamic. So that is, we want to make it move through the air more easily. And to do that, we are going to give it a little cone, a little hat on the top. So to do that, we need to get our card and draw a circle. And to measure the circle, what you want to do as a guide, you can measure the circumference of your bottle, that is circumference, the distance around it, and double it. And that will give you the measurement for your circle. And that's where your compass comes in handy, so you can use it to draw a really accurate circle. Once you've drawn that, you want to rule 2 lines to make a wedge. Make it nice and big, but you know, this is something that you can tweak, so don't worry if you don't get it right straight off the bat. And once you cut it out, it will look like this. So you've cut out the circle and you've cut out the wedge. And then what you want to do is fold the sides in like that, so that it makes a cone shape. And before you stick it, you can play with the size until you get the exact size that you want. So I'm going to get my tape and I will tape it on. Okay, so then once you've got your cone, you stick it on the top. Ooh. And this is where your hot glue gun comes in handy. So you can grab your hot glue and put it around the edge like this, and then stick your cone on. At this point, this is when you can decorate it before you get ready to launch. So once you are ready to launch, you might have something that looks like this. and you want to make the fuel for your rocket. So to do that, you get a square of toilet paper and you lay it down flat. Then you'll get your teaspoon and you're going to measure out a teaspoon of bicarb soda. And then you pop it just in the middle of your square. Next, you will fold up the corners of your toilet paper square and tie them with some string. And you might want to make a few of these so you can launch your rocket a few times. And make sure you tie it securely because you don't want your bicarb to fall out. Okay, so once you've got your pouch, it should look like that. Now the best ratio of vinegar to bicarb soda is 1 part of bicarb soda to 12 parts of vinegar. So I've used 1 teaspoon, so that means I'm going to use 200 mils of vinegar. So when we go outside to launch, and make sure that you do go outside because your rocket might go very high and you don't want to make a big mess inside. Also make sure that you don't have any people or pets around. You don't want to accidentally hit somebody. So when you go outside, get your rocket and you're going to drop the pouch in. Then you're going to get your vinegar, which you've measured out, and you're going to pour it in. Then you're very quickly going to stuff your cork in and tip it upside down and run away and then watch it go. So we'll demonstrate that in a minute. The other thing to note is that if your cork doesn't fit the end of your bottle, I just got lucky with mine fits, but if yours doesn't, what you can do is you can use your tape to thicken it up and go around as many times as you need. Okay, so let's go outside and launch our rocket. So why did our rocket launch? Well, what happens is when you mix vinegar and bicarb soda, it releases carbon dioxide. And because carbon dioxide is a gas, it wants to rise and it wants to escape the liquid. But because we've put a cork in the bottom of our rocket, it means that the carbon dioxide has nowhere to go. And as the vinegar and the bicarb soda keep reacting, it keeps producing more and more carbon dioxide. And the pressure inside the bottle builds until there's so much carbon dioxide in the bottle that it forces the cork out. So the cork hits the ground and that propels the rocket to the sky. So if you'd like to learn more about carbon dioxide, see the link in the caption. Otherwise, have a great time building your rocket and thank you for joining me today. I'll see you next time.